Hey, good evening, USA, Canada, worldwide, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the 5 spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, host with the most, creator, the unstoppable independent podcaster, the YouTuber, and of course, rookie podcaster of Queens, New York. And you're rocking with Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast, episode 147, live and direct from StreamYard, YouTube, and alongside of myself is the Instagram live feed where you could follow the show on Instagram. Make sure you follow and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a beat on when I'm going on Instagram live on every episode on a weekly basis. Now, I do want to apologize for not recording yesterday because I was very exhausted. Let me just get into a whole. Let me just get into the whole thing right here. I want to let's get to. I want to get into the whole mental health check-in for a second. All right, so as I started, I do like I said, I didn't record yesterday because I was very exhausted from a long day of work, and physically I was exhausted. Um, been on my feet all day yesterday, and of course mentally and spiritually, I am doing all right. I'm kind of like between a 5 and an 8, so pretty much what it's pretty much what it is though. And also, like I always say at every episode and on this podcast is that you don't necessarily have to wait till mental health check-in month and mental health day to reach out to somebody that you care about. For once, it's never too late to reach out to somebody. It doesn't matter what the time frame is. It's all about following your mind, your soul, your heart, and of course your instincts, because you never know when a person might be going through something very dark and traumatic. You know what I'm saying? So you you don't want to second guess yourself until it's too late. So anyway, wanted to get that out the way. Now I wanted to do this is like an emergency recording, so I could actually have something to post for Monday. So you know what I'm saying. I figured I'd get this out the way and not wait till tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying. So let's get into yeah. Let's stay on mental health check-in because I do have one topic that I want to talk about here, and this involves cerebral palsy. So 15 most common symptoms of cerebral palsy. This is according to the website simplyhealth.io/15 most common symptoms of cerebral palsy. Of course, cerebral palsy, for those of you who may not know what that is, it is a hold on a second, congenital condition affecting the developing brain of an infant in the womb. The damage occurs before birth, with CP affecting the cer- no, hold on, cerebellum, not cerebral. It's the same thing, but anyway, the region of the brain in charge of motor skills, movement, and balance. Children born with cerebral palsy may only start to exhibit symptoms after the first year of birth. Parents of kids with CP need to face the challenge of raising a child with disabilities, as the condition can cause paralysis as well as problems with movement, reflexes, and poor posture. Kids with cerebral palsy require physical and occupational therapy to help them integrate into society and overcome the limitations of their condition. The effect of cerebral palsy on functional capabilities vary significantly, with some children experience complete paralysis from the waist down, while others can walk but may experience problems with posture and movement. Every identification of the condition helps to reduce the impact of the situation on the child. Here are the eight most common symptoms of cerebral palsy. Starting with number one, difficulty swallowing. That's scary. Hold on. Dive, spag. Wait, spa. Okay, dysphagia. Dysphagia. This describes a medical condition where the patient has difficulty with swallowing. The cerebellum is the part of the brain responsible for motor movements. As a result, kids with CP may find that they struggle with eating and may choke on their food. Due to the dangerous nature of this symptom, parents need to be very careful when feeding the child, especially during the first 2 years as the child learns how to communicate with caregivers. Parents should ensure that the child swallows each bite or mouthful before giving them another. Um, Dysphagia um, is not always a permanent condition in kids with CP, and the symptoms may occur, no, excuse me, may come and go. However, parents need to be aware of the disorder and excuse me, careful attention to the baby during every feeding session. Um, Oral pharyngo dysphagia occurs due to weakening of the muscles and nerves found in the throat. The disorder makes it challenging to swallow food without choking or gagging. Oh my gosh. That's pretty scary stuff right here, right? So yeah. Okay, there's more. Number 2, uncoordinated movement. Healthy individuals hardly ever experience any issues with the nervous system and mobility, and we tend to take our seamless movements for granted. Children who are suffering from the effects of CP lack the necessary motor skill coordination to allow for smooth movements. As a result, the child may experience problems with posture and range of motion in the joints, leading to the development of dysfunctional gait when walking. Ataxia describes a medical condition where the patient experiences a disruption in the communication between the nervous system and the brain. As a result, patients find they develop unsteady and jerking movements when trying to walk or move around. This situation makes it challenging for the affected child to complete regular activities during the day. Children may also find it challenging to learn how to button up their shirt or write, as CP affects the development and the use of time motor movements as well. Number 3, spe- spastic, spasticity. Spastic- Spasticity. Um, Children who are dealing with the effects of cerebral palsy may start to experience involuntary muscle spasms, even if they are not exercising. These spasms can cause severe pain in the affected muscle, resulting in a temporary loss of mobility. This symptom of CP, um, s- known as spas, spas, spastitis. Hold on a second, folks. I'm sorry. Um, spasticity. spasticity occurs due to disruption in the signals coming from the cerebellum to the muscular system. Patients with CP find that the condition typically occurs most frequently in the legs, and they may require regular massage sessions to ensure that the muscles remain limber and supple. However, when spasms strike, they can um, induce severe pain symptoms for um a new minutes up to a few hours. According to research from the National Multiple Sclerosis Society, the condition may have some benefit for CP patients that have weak leg muscles. The spams increase the rid, hold on, rigid rigidity of the legs, making it easier to walk for some children. Doctors may treat um, spasticity with medications to relax the muscular and nervous systems. Number four, tremors, common word. Patients who are dealing with the effects of cerebral palsy may find that they start to experience erratic tremors from time to time. The intensity of the tremors varies from person to person, depending on the extent of the palsy. I may cover that in a future episode about tremors. So let's continue. The medical community describes a tremor as an uncontrollable and unintentional movement of the limbs. Tremors may affect one muscle group or multiple muscle groups, and the condition may last for minutes or hours depending on the person. In most cases, tremors are not a severe concern for CP patients, with most passing in a few minutes after the patient practices some medication or breathing exercises. Some patients with severe tremors may require the use of muscle relaxants to prevent spasms and reduce the severity of the condition. Tremors occur as twitches in muscles or under the surface of the skin. Action tremors occur when the patient moves, while resting tremors occur with no contributing motion. Um, Number five, drooling. It's not uncommon for infants to drool, especially when they are sleeping or eating. In most cases, this is not a cause for alarm in parents, as babies do this all the time. However, infants that are dealing with cerebral palsy may drool more often than healthy kids. Unfortunately, this is not the best sign for concluding that the child is suffering from CP, and many parents may overlook the symptom. Cerebral palsy affects the cerebellum, the region of the brain responsible for motor skills, such as controlling the muscles of the face as well as swallowing. As a result of cerebral palsy, affected individuals may drool more frequently than other babies. Drooling may also stay with the child as they grow all the way into adulthood. While drooling is not a life threatening symptom, it can be embarrassing for children to deal with, especially as they reach adolescence and start high school. Um, okay. Um, and up next is seizures. I'm not even gonna get into this to my story about that. But anyway, the damage to the cerebellum that leads to the development of cerebral palsy in in unborn children may have life-threatening effects depending on the severity of the injury. The child may experience disruption of the nerve entering and leaving the brain through the central nervous system. This type of disruption caused by CP may result in the child developing tremors or spasticity that affects the muscular system. However, in severe cases, some patients may start to experience the onset of seizures. Seizures have the potential to be a life threatening event as the patient may swallow their tongue and choke to death during the event. Doctors take a preventative approach to resolving seizures, providing the child with medication to prevent them from occurring. However, some patients may disagree with giving their child drugs at such a young age. Research into CBD oils shows that it has a nervine effect on the CNS, reducing the occurrence of seizures in children with CP. Not really. Um, Up next, number 7, blindness. Cerebral palsy is a congenital condition, meaning that it occurs as the fetus is developing inside the womb. The parents and doctor may be entirely unaware of the unborn baby's blindness, with symptoms only showing up around a year after birth. Excuse me. Um, as the child's arm starts to develop verbal and motor skills, CP affects the development of the nervous system, resulting in a slew of unwanted developmental effects during pregnancy and after the brain of the child. One of the less common complications of cerebral palsy is blindness. Cerebral palsy may interfere with the development of the ocular nerve, resulting in a partial or complete blindness in the child. In most cases, doctors and parents can diagnose the blindness a few days after birth, as the child does not respond to visual cues. Unfortunately, this condition is irreversible, and the child will have to receive treatment to learn to cope with their situation throughout their life. Next, number 8, intellectual disability. One of the most concerning symptoms related to the development of cerebral palsy is its effects on the brain. Children with CP may experience learning disabilities as a result of their condition, causing them to fall behind in their schoolwork. Give me one moment, folks. I need to take a sip of water. Okay. Um, Hang on a second. Where did I leave off? Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Children with CP that struggle with their schooling require a steady support system to help them cope with the effects of the condition. Number 9, speech disability. People who are suffering from the effects of cerebral palsy may notice that they start to develop a speech disability. The patient may begin to stammer or stutter their words and have trouble forming complete sentences when speaking to other people. The cerebellum is responsible for maintaining speech and other subtle motor movements of the tongue and mouth. As a result of the failure of the cerebellum, the patient may start to develop these speech problems. In many cases, the patient requires the assistance of a licensed speech therapist to help them overcome the effects of the disorder. So people may see improvement in their expression through the use of the speech therapist. However, many people may never be able to overcome their speech problems. As a result, the patient may develop permanent stutter in their speech. They also they may also have trouble with forming words, causing them to pause in the middle of a sentence as they try to mouth the word. Number 10, difficulty difficulty with eating. The cerebellum is the region of the brain responsible for producing and managing fine motor skills throughout the body. As a result, patients who are suffering from the effects of cerebral palsy may find they struggle with simple tasks such as eating the muscles, controlling the jaw, rely on nerve impulses um, emanating from the cerebellum through the complex web of nerves originating from the brain stem. Cerebral palsy results in damage to this network of nerves and disruption to nerve signals leaving this region of the brain entering the jaw. As a result, the patient may find that they are eating without an issue, only to discover that they suddenly cannot close their mouth correctly or swallow normally. Some patients that have severe problems with eating may require the use of an occupational therapist to help them overcome this issue. In most cases, the use of an occupational therapist can significantly assist the patient with learning to manage their fine motor skills produced by the cerebellum. Number 11, changes in gait. As discussed, people who are suffering from the effects of cerebral palsy may experience problems with fine motor skills. This region of the brain is also responsible for tasks such as walking and gait when standing. People who are dealing with the effects of cerebral palsy may find that they start to experience trouble when walking. They may have difficulty with walking on their toes, as well as issues with a crouched gait or a scissor um like gait. Um these changes can become permanent over time when the person does not receive the necessary treatment from a physiotherapist to manage their physical posture. Unfortunately, our posture is set by repetitive movements that we repeat dozens of times throughout the day. This postural inefficiency creates a habit with a person who may find it very challenging to adjust gait once they develop bad postural um, habits. If your child is born with cerebral palsy, you must enroll them in a physiotherapy program as soon as possible. This strategy helps with managing the effects of the condition and preventing the onset of changes in gait and walking posture. Number 12, favoring one side. People who are dealing with the effects of cerebral palsy may also in- notice that they tend to favor one side of the body. This symptom becomes apparent when you watch a person who is affected by the condition in a standing position. The person may lean towards one side or develop a lump on one side of the body. Damn, that sucks. Children in develop postural disorders and issues with their gait when young may find that they start to reach for items with one hand only or drag a leg when crawling on the floor. Parents should watch out for these signs of cerebral palsy in their children. If they notice any of these symptoms start to occur, they should arrange physiotherapy sessions for the child as soon as possible. In some cases, it may be possible to recover the full function of the body through the use of physiotherapy sessions. However, the success of the treatment depends on early diagnosis and treatment of the issue with the child. Number 13, um, athetosis is a movement dysfunction. It's characterized by involuntary writhing movements. These movements may be continuous, slow, and rolling. It may also make maintaining a symmetrical and stable posture difficult. With um, with athetosis, the same regions of the body are repeatedly affected. These typically include the hands, the arm, and feet. The neck, face, tongue, and trunk can be involved too. The trunk? Nah. Anyway, um while athetosis may be continuous, it can get worse with attempts to control movement. For example, if a person with the condition tries to type on a computer keyboard, they may have extreme difficulty controlling where their fingers land and how long they remain. Learning about the symptoms of athetosis and what causes it can help you better understand if the condition is affecting you or someone you love. Symptoms of athetosis, signs and symptoms of athetosis include slow involuntary um, r- r- writhing, muscle movements, random and unpredictable changes in muscle movement, worsening symptoms with attempts at controlled movement. Um, Number 14, difficulty with hearing or vision. This condition describes a movement dysfunction that's common in children with cerebral palsy. The disorder produces involuntary movements of the limbs of the body. These dysfunctional movements are often slow, rolling, and continuous in the individual. The movement may also make a symmetrical and stable posture almost impossible for the child to achieve. Children who are dealing with the onset of athetosis may find that the same region of the body experience repeated problems with movement. Unfortunately, the symptoms of unstable movement may also become worse with attempts to control them. For example, if a person dealing with the disorder tries to type on a computer keyboard, they may experience tremendous difficulty controlling the movement of their fingers and how long the fingers remain on the keys. Children who are experiencing the effects of this disorder require treatment through an occupational therapist to help them overcome the effects of athetosis on their movements. Finally, number 15, mental health conditions. Children who are dealing with the effects of cerebral palsy may also start to exhibit signs of mental health disorders. As the disease continues to degrade the cerebellum, the child may also have problems with learning and movement. As a result of the children in their class may start to include them for their issues. Children are highly sensitive to their surroundings. As a result of ridicule by their peers, they may begin to develop antisocial behavior. Research shows that children require integration into a social group before they are 4 years old. Failure to integrate into the social group before this stage of the development may result in changes in the child's psyche. Research shows that children who become antisocial at the age of 4 years old are highly likely to develop mental health disorders later in life. Depression, low self esteem, and a neurotic personality, or some of the mental health conditions facing children who develop cerebral palsy. If your child has CP, it's best to find them in an environment where they have support from others. Yeah, so that's 15 most common symptoms of cerebral palsy in the mental health check-in segment. So here we go. Now I do want to touch on something actually. So let's get into a little bit of transit news that I like to call the um hold on a second. Hold on. Here we go. The New York Mass Transit Files. Main story of transit news has to do with an outage. MTA to lose $50 million to bridge and tunnel tolls, evaders say Chief Lieber. Um, the MTA could lose some $50 million to drivers dodging tolls on New York City bridges and tunnels this year, according to agency chief Jano Lieber, who slammed motorists for obscuring their plates to evade the charges. This is an outrage when people intentionally obscure their license plates or buy a fake license plate from some other state that can't be traced to them to avoid paying the toll. Lieber told reporters during a press conference after the Metropolitan Transportation Authority's monthly board meeting on April 27th. The transit leader announced a blue ribbon panel Tuesday to combat evasion of MTA's transit fares and roads tolls, claiming it will cause the agency to lose out on more than $500 million this year. Um, okay, so um, let's see. Yeah, this year, about 1/10 of which comes from lost revenue on its seven bridges and two tunnels. I don't have all the exact figures at my fingertips, but the total loss is real. It's something that it's something like in the $50 million range, said Levers to Wednesday. We always talk about fair beating and fair evasion, and it always seconds like it's only a crime on transit, he added. When you intentionally avoid paying the toll that way, that's wrong. That's wrong. And we should do something about that the same time as we're talking about fair evasion in the subway, bus, and commuter rail system. That's on top of $245 million the agency expects to lose this year through fare evasion on the subways, $205 million on the buses, and 25 million on the commuter railroads, according to the agency spokesman Aaron Donovan. The MT's Office of Inspector General has in the past called the accuracy of the agency's fare evasion stats into question, but a spokesperson told AM New York Metro to Tuesday that they have incorporated the internal watchdog's recommendations to improve their data collection. Lieber hedged the fingers, saying they were based on current rates. There's a methodology the NCA has used, which has been upgraded over the time to sample fare evasion at different stations in a constant way. He said, "It's not perfect science, but it's a sampling methodology." Hold on. Mhm. All right. Okay. So the share of drivers obscuring their plates is less than 1% of the more than 300 million vehicles crossing MTA's tolling facilities, according to Daniel Crescenzo, Crescenzo, the president of the agency's Bridges and Tunnels division. B&T has doled out some 500 summonses for these violations so far this year. The head of the MTA subsidiary said, "S- starting on Sunday, May 1st, of course, this already happened already. The MTA will launch a multi-agency effort against drivers covering their plates." Um, according to the Crescenzo, together with the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, which controls five bridges and two tunnels between the two states, the NYPD, the city's sheriff's office, and the New York State Police. It's gonna be a collective effort as we go after people that cover plates. The Crescenzo said. Part of the initiative will also be to teach drivers not to cover their plates. Some people think that a clear plastic cover over a plate is legal. It's not legal. Some people think if they buy a license plate on Amazon for $50 that says Jersey Girl, they can put it right on their vehicle, and that's illegal, said the Crescenzo. Watchdogs have also uncovered serial toll evaders with the MTA's own ranks. A senior bus supervisor dodged more than $100,000 in charges he owed to three separate tolling agencies, the MTA Inspector General found last year. Obfuscated plates have cost the city some $75 million in possible fines for red light and speeding camera tickets, a recent report in the city found. The Port Authority did not provide a number or rate of drivers dodging tolls on its facilities, but spokesperson Amanda Kwan said in an email that the issue deprives the agency of many, many millions in revenue each year. The issue will become more important when MTA starts charging drivers to enter Manhattan below 60th Street once it implements the long awaited Central Business District tolling program, also known as congestion pricing. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Remains to be seen. Um, yeah. Um, all right. So, um, okay, we got a serious story we need to get to right here. Um, all right, let's get into a little thing that I like to call chatting all the jazz. Okay, our first story has to do with what went down in Queens. So here's what's going on here, according to AM New York website, and you can hear the motorcycles and stuff. So, sorry about that. But police footage released footage Wednesday night of a wild beating outside a Queens McDonald's in which a mob of youths beat two teenage girls, zapped them with an electric device following a social media spat. Three suspects involved in this attack were apprehended, while a fourth individual remains at large, law enforcement sources said. The assault happened at about 4:15 p.m. on May 9th in the parking lot of the fast food joint at 8814 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village. According to authorities, the four female suspects went on the attack as a result of a dispute that began on social media. The group took out their rage on the two girls ages 14 and 15. As shown in the video, the perpetrators pounced on the two girls, raining blows upon them with their fists during the beatdown. One of their suspects discharged a conductive energy weapon at the pair. Hang on 1 second. The attacker, who's still at large, removed the 15-year-old girl's backpack, which contained $50 in cash as well as her ID and AirPods. While the suspect managed to flee, cops said. Three of her cohorts um, wound up being cuffed by responding 105th precinct officers. The assailants, ages 14, 16, and 17, were charged with assault and harassment. The 16-year-old girl was additionally booked for criminal possession of a weapon. The two victims, meanwhile, were brought by EMS to Cohen Children's Medical Center for treatment of injuries, including pain, swelling, lacerations, and bruising to the head and body. Cops also released an image of the backpack thief involved in the beatdown. Damn! Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts can call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. For Spanish, dial 888-57-PISTA. You can also submit tips online at crimestoppers.nypdonline.org or on the Twitter sphere, NYPD tips. All calls and messages are kept confidential. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let me see what we got here. All right, so we got another serious story. Right here. And this involves a fight at Roosevelt Field Mall at all places, which I know that place very well. So we'll get into that right now, man. So this is crazy. This is very crazy. Here we go. So this is according to headtopics.com. So a fight sends shoppers scrambling at Roosevelt Field Mall. The video posted to social media shows shoppers running out of the mall in Garden City on Sunday afternoon. A fight sent panicked shoppers taking off in all directions. Video posted to social media shows shoppers running out of the mall and on Sunday afternoon. Some of them holding children and pushing strollers. Police said a large fight broke out near the Victoria's Secrets store at around 4 p.m. There were no reports of injuries. This is crazy. There's gotta be more to this story too, man. Let's get some more. Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah, this is really nuts right there, man. Yeah. Yeah, this is ridiculous, man. I don't understand why people out of all things, man, like why in the hell would you even this is crazy. I'm not even gonna entertain this bullshit though. This is crazy. It's like my question would be My question would be something like this. Out of all places, out of all places, like, why do you want to have a fight on at a public place like Roosevelt Field Mall? Like, seriously? Seriously? Roosevelt Field Mall by Victoria's Secret, which is the place I pass by all the time, going to work and coming from work though, man. Like, seriously, like, you have to be really, really, really stupid to do some shit like that, man. That's stupid. That's really stupid right there to me. That's stupid right there, man. Oh man. If there's any more developments and stuff like that, I'll bring it here on this New York podcast. So, um, anyway, let's see. What else can we talk about here? Um, oh, we got another serious story, but it's strange. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute here. We got another one. We got another one. Hold on. I ain't forget that. I did not forget that. Hold on. Wait a second here. Um, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Um, wait a minute. Okay. A woman goes to the all right. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Oh man, I've been meaning to talk about this shit. I've been saving this shit for quite some time. Um, all right, so this is according to Newsweek. This happened a couple weeks ago. I ain't get a chance to cover this. Um, um, okay, so some would call one woman's lack of flatulence around her partner a gas, but ultimately led to an emergency hospital visit. Irish barista Cara Clark, age 19, reportedly excuse me, had to get her appendix removed in the past week after 2 full years of holding in farts around her boyfriend, Kyle Duffy, age 21. Clark posted a TikTok video on March 29th on her account that has been viewed about 2.2 million times. My question is, what are you eating? What the fuck are you drinking and eating, man? To me, yo, what the fuck are you eating, man? Seriously, like what the hell, man? Whoa, yo, when I heard this topic, hold on a second. When I heard this topic off of the show Higher Learning Podcast with Van Lathan Jr. and Rachel Lindsay, I'm like, what in the world? Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is the stupidest shit. This is the stupidest shit that I ever heard in my life, man. Like, on some real shit. Like, you gotta get your shit together, man. Like, seriously, you really gotta get your shit together. I know it may sound embarrassing for some folks out there, but you don't. I don't think it's worth going to the hospital, man. You don't want to hold your shit for too long, man, because then that really would create a massive stink bomb, man. And you getting ready to fucking explode like a stick of dynamite. All right, let's keep it going here. Okay, Clark told the 9 a.m. 9 a.m. post that she developed extreme stomach pain while at work last Tuesday and immediately went to the hospital. The Loof native says she discovered she had an infection that required the removal of the appendix before it burst, all seemingly because she would not pass gas in front of Duffy, who reportedly was dying laughing at the reasoning for surgery. Oh man. I'm sorry, but I I just find it so fucking ironic, man. I find it so ironic that out of all things, like you really have to be kidding me, man. Like seriously, there's some other shit going on. There's some other shit going on in the whole United States of America. You talking about farts? but but I get it. But I get it. But it's kind of like part of the whole. I needed a laugh anyway, man. So just bear with me, man. I needed a laugh on this shit though. Um. Anyways, oh gosh. Oh man, I do hold my farts, but I didn't think I would be in the hospital over it. She told the publication, "I'm pretty easy going other than burps and farts. I was in so much pain I couldn't hold in my tears." Oh boy. I couldn't hold in my tears. My doctor said to me, "I'm so sorry you are in so much pain. I was limping when I was walking all hunched over." At at the hospital, I started blaming my boyfriend because I do always hold my farts in around him. She continued, "We've been together 2 years and it's still the case." He honestly didn't know what to say. He said, "God, people are going to think you're afraid of everything with me." Mm. The short video included a picture of Clark and Duffy with text reading, "Me and my boyfriend doing everything comfortable and together." But the next image shows her laying in the hospital as the text reads, "Me having to get my appendix removed because I hold in my farts around him." Jeez. Damn. The video stirred up nearly 2,700 comments, many of which included women like Clark who do the same. Others said they let loose around their male partners without a care. Um, One user simply said, "New fear unlocked." Oh man. Okay. About 5 years together, and that man has never heard me fart. One user commented. Okay, hold on a second, man. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Why does this shit remind me of what I'm not even gonna say the person's name on here, but why does that remind me of what are the messages in regards to National Poop Day? Like what is that shit about? Why would you make a holiday about farts? Like, come on. I'm sorry, but National Poop Day. Yo, when I saw that, I was like, "What in the world?" Oh man. Oh my gosh. Anyways, hold on a second. Oh man. Yeah, almost 5 years together, and that man would never mind. "I would never make that sacrifice for a man," another said. "I've held them in all my life around everyone," one woman commented. "None of my friends and family have witnessed me letting one rip." since he was a baby. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, the appendix. Listen, folks, I'm not laughing at the appendix part. I'm laughing at the ridiculous idea that you're holding your farts for too damn long for years. Years. This is so fucking crazy to me, man. I just find it so weird and so ironic that somebody will hold their shit for more than 2 years. 2 years. It's fucking unbelievable. Oh shit. Anyway, okay, so the appendix is a thin tube connected to the large intestine and is located in the lower right part of the stomach or abdomen. For those of you folks that don't know about this, I'm pretty sure you got taught about this in science class over the years. Johns Hopkins says that appendicitis is a medical emergency due to the possibility of the organ bursting. Um, Appendicitis can be caused by a viral infections, bacteria or parasites in one's digestive tract, or when the appendix is blocked or trapped by stool, or it may happen when the tube that joins your large intestine and appendix is blocked or trapped by stool. Oh man. Healthline reports that a buildup of gas can cause sharp pains in the abdominal area. Adding that gas pain tends to be short lived and usually does not require medical attention. However, it is noted that passing gas can help alleviate the possibility of abdominal pain and appendicitis occurring altogether. Clark said that when she arrived at the hospital, it was instantly known that she had appendicitis. Give me 1 second while I take a sip of water to calm this belly of mine. All right. All right. Okay. Um yeah, wait. Where did I leave off? Wait. All right. Yeah, I did read that part right there. Anyway, so Clark said that when she arrived at the hospital, it was instantly known that she has appendicitis. Whether or not gas buildup causing the condition was the cause or just a coincidence remains a mystery. She said the emergency conducted last Thursday hasn't hectic and that it went well. At this stage, I'll just have to let it out from now on. She quit. Clark added, she was stunned that her TikTok video went viral. I did not expect this response at all. She admitted, Kyle just basically called and knew I'd posted the TikTok video. We always take the piss out of each other. I didn't expect it to go viral overnight. Whew, wow. Okay. That was kind of scary and a little funny at the same time. I can't. I have to admit though. I have to admit though, man, that shit is a little weird and funny at the same time. But you know what I'm saying. But the appendix part and all that other stuff, man, that's like a science lesson to actually learn here, folks. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. So we're gonna get into another story in just a second. Um, Hang on a second. Um, Yeah, let's get into another story real quick. Um, okay. Okay, we can talk about the 31 years. Hold on. Let's talk Mike Tyson for a sec, man. That's one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this, man. And this is where um I come in with the extra crispies part. So let's get into this, man. Um okay, so this is according to Yahoo Sports.com, sportsyahoo.com. Okay, so this is what's going on here. Um Mike Tyson would not face charges stemming from his altercation with a passenger on a JetBlue flight last month. A California district attorney announced on Tuesday. Mateo County District Attorney Steve Wagstaff um, reviewed police reports and videos of the incident that occurred on a flight from San Francisco International Airport to Florida on April 20th. In a TMZ video that went viral, the former heavyweight champion is seen standing in front of a seat and punching a passenger near the window. The passenger has not been identified. Both he and Tyson, age 55, requested no charges be filed, Wagstaff said in a statement via NBC News. Yesterday afternoon, the San Francisco Mateo County District Attorney's Office concluded its review of the case involving Mike Tyson at the San Francisco airport on April 20th, 2022, and the allegations that he committed a misdemeanor battery against another passenger on an airplane while waiting at the terminal prior to departure. Our decision is that we will not file any charges against Mr. Tyson based on the circumstances surrounding the confrontation. These include the conduct of the victims leading up to the incident, the interaction between Mr. Tyson and the victim, as well as the request of both the victim and Mr. Tyson that no charges be filed in this case. The video shared by TMZ was presented in three parts. The passenger sitting behind Tyson and appearing to harass him. Tyson punching the passenger and the passenger making a mock pouting face to Tyson, filming the entire thing. Well, you know what though, man? The idiot deserved a fucking knuckle sandwich extra crispy. Okay, you can't be harassing somebody, man, like a Mike Tyson or a fucking or fucking celebrity or whatever. Whether it's on a flight, whether it's on a fucking train, bus, whatever. Like, come on, man. Like, like the idiot deserved that shit, man. And I'm not even gonna say he's a fucking I'm not gonna say he's a heckler. He's more of a he's more of a harasser and an antagonist too. So like seriously, this is just so fucking ridiculous right there of what he just did, man. And I'm sorry that Mike Tyson experienced this. I tell you what, this was an unfortunate circumstance or whatever that he had the right to defend himself anyway. So he did what he did to defend himself. Now, like I said before, I'm not really condoning violence, man. But if a person is harassing you or whatever case scenario may be, you're at a breaking point where you're about to pop goes the weasel until the weasel go pop like a stick of dynamite. Yeah, there you go, right there, man. I just had to do it. Yo, I had to do it though, man. But anyway, oh man. So the man had a few cuts on his head and reportedly was seen by medics afterward. He spoke with police, but a San Francisco Police Department spokesman told ESPN's Mike Cappinger the passenger provided minimal details and refused to cooperate. Tyson's camp said the passenger was harassing him on the flight and had thrown a water bottle at him. Unfortunately, Mr. Tyson had an incident on a flight with an aggressive passenger. Yeah, an aggressive passenger who began harassing him and threw a water bottle at him while he was in his seat, a spokesperson for Tyson told ESPN. Tyson last fought professionally in 2005, but took part in an exhibition match in November 2020. The case involving the JetBlue flight incident is now closed. Um, so yeah, that's actually a good thing that he defended himself. So you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is like a lesson to anybody out there that's actually doing this shit though, man. This is so fucking ridiculous right there, man. So anyway, man, that's a good lesson to learn right here. Okay. Now I didn't know it's been 31 years so far when Gang Starr came out with his LP. I don't know how many people are still making LPs these days, but I don't know how many people are making LPs these days though, man. But this is just I wow. Um yeah, wait a second, folks. I need to look at this. Um yeah, here we go. And this is according to source, and this was from last week. Um, so today in hip hop history, Gang Starr's third LP daily operation turns 30 years old. Let's make some noise for Gang Starr and his LP. Okay, nothing beats a classic rap record, and a few MCs were dropping them on the regular, quite like legendary 90s rap duo Gang Starr. The group consisting of Guru holding things down on the mic and DJ Premier handling the head bumping production dropped 6 albums in their career before calling it quits in 2003. While a reunion album was reportedly planned, unfortunately, Guru passed away on April 19th. Damn, that sucks, man. Damn, that's gotta suck, though, man. Yeah. Yeah, April 19th, 2010, the project could be completed or properly executed overall. While the hip hop community definitely took a blow due to the loss, the work they did create while recording together influenced the genre in ways that we're still seeing today. One LP that specifically represents Gang Starr's influential legacy is their third album, Daily Operation, which celebrates its 30th anniversary today. Comprised of jazz ting samples and lyrics that illustrated life in the streets of New York City during the early 90s. Daily operations saw Gang Starr striding smoothly towards the legendary status that we now place the group in today. The project is East Coast inspired through and through, from recording the LP entirely at the dearly missed D&D Studios on West 37th Street in Midtown Manhattan, New York, all the way to Lamenting about Brooklyn on the opening track, the place we dwell. Other standout cuts include I'm the Man, featuring the solely credited cameos by Group Home member Lil Dap and Jeru the Damager by no excuse me BYS, cleverly abbreviated for Bust Your Shit, and the lead singer X Girl to Next Girl that gave us one of the most 90s looking music videos ever created. Um, the key to Gang Starr is that while none of their albums ever crossed top 5 status of the Billboard 200, their highest placement happened in 1998 when Moment of Truth hit number 6. Sales were never the thing that represented their effect on the game. The music always came first and foremost. Daily Operation received all sorts of critical acclaim nonetheless, and we even included it on our 100 best rap albums list for the Sources 100th issue, which took place in January 1998. So while it only reached number 65 on the Billboard 200 and fared slightly better on the top R&B hip hop albums chart at number 14. Those numbers mean nothing when compared to the slick verses, smooth yet rugged instrumentals, and thought-provoking bars that still makes this album a certified classic almost 3 decades after its original release. Yeah, 30th anniversary. Sleep in Paradise to Guru. It's unfortunate that he passed. It's understandable, and let me give a shout out whoever came in. Yeah, Ty Cuz, what's up with you? Thank you for joining the live stream. Appreciate you. Um, and if any of y'all have any comments about the topics that's being discussed or whatever, of course you can feel free to jump into the comments in the Instagram live feed, and of course, the YouTube as well. Um, yeah. So, let's see. What else can we talk about in music? Okay, we got some more music news. Here we go. We got some more music news to cover. Hang on a second. Now, yeah, we got some more music news. Let's get into the Wu-Tang Clan, shall we? Um, yes. So, okay. Um, all right. So, Wu-Tang Clan announces Wu-Tang Forever 25th anniversary collection. Wu-Tang Clan released its coveted double album Wu Tang Is Forever in 1997 to commemorate its 25th anniversary. Get On Down and Legendary Recordings have released an anniversary collection that includes the original album, a lyric booklet, silver colored 7-inch single of Triumph, in a picture sleeve, and reissue of the double cassette in a slip case. In addition, the group will deliver a set of 3 digital EPs, reunited the remixes It's Yours and Triumph, featuring previously out of print Forever era remixes, edits, instrumentals, and on on unarchived original single cover art. They are currently available on digital streaming platforms. Method Man, RZA, Jizza, Capadonna, Ghostface Killer, Inspector Deck, Mr. Killer, You Got, Raekwon the Chef, and the late great Old Dirty Bastard exploded on the New York City hip hop scene in 1993 with Enter the Wu Tang 36 Chambers, an album that quickly put them on the map. Their sophomore album, the aforementioned Wu Tang Is Forever, would arrive 4 years later with the now classics such as Triumph and It's Yours. Um, the The project debuted at number one on the Billboard 200 chart with over 612,000 copies sold in its first week. Just 4 months after its release, Forever was certified 4 times platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America and has gone on to sell over 2 million copies in the United States, making it the Wu's highest selling album to date. It also earned the group a Grammy Award nomination for the Best Rap Album at the 40th annual Grammy Awards. Let's make some noise for that right here, man. Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan and Nas are hitting the road together later this year as part of the New York State of Mind tour. Named after Nas' classic Illmatic track, the 25 city track kicks off in St. Louis, Missouri on August 30th and wraps up in Los Angeles, California on October 4th, with stops in cities such as Toronto, Atlanta, and Houston. New Yorkers are out of luck. Whoa. They're really out of luck. Are you serious? Damn. So far, there aren't any dates booked in the Big Apple, although there are 2 stops in nearby New Jersey, one at the Waterfront Music Pavilion in Camden on September 8th, and another at New York um, Prudential Center on September 13th. Damn, not New York? Damn, that's crazy, man. I mean, if you, they are from Staten Island, of course. Well, some of the members are from Staten Island. Some of them, but I forget which one that's not from Staten Island. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to get into it right now. But anyway, so pre-order the 25th anniversary items here and find tickets to the New York State of Mind tour here. Last but not least, revisit the album above. Okay, now hold on a second. I'm gonna click on that right there, so that way you folks out there who want to go will get an idea what I'm talking about here. And this is nuts. So this is the getdown.com collections Wu-Tang. They got like mad mad stuff right here. So they got classic records. They have, it's a lot that they have. They got Czarface, Raekwon the Chef. Of course you could check, Genius, aka the Jizza. Of course you could check out the website getondown.com/collections and Wu-Tang on the side. All right. All right. So let's get into um hang on a second here. Now, before I even get into the Black on Trendsetter Shadow segment, um let's get into new albums that's coming up. All right, so of course, obviously coming up next week. Of course, um of course, Mama's Gun EP Key. Now, I wasn't aware about the Onyx versus everybody. I wasn't aware about Onyx versus Cypress Hill. I was not aware of that, so I didn't get a chance to watch that. So I'll probably, cover that in a future episode. So I will be glad to bring that to you. So May 18th, Soda and Syrup, Big Baby Gucci. May 20th, Ray Ray's son, Stunner for Vegas, Killing Nothing, Boldy James, and Real Badman. Um, Things with Wings. Eric Doa, Die About It, Lil Nar, Hypnos, Raven Lene, and of course Chasing Euphoria, not to be confused with the TV show, folks. Um, we have M Honcho. We got M Honcho right here, and we have Hit Girl Dreezy and Hit Boy, Goat, YNWB Slime, May 27th, Blanco 5 Millies, Forest in the City, um, Yumi, Nothing to Declare, 700 Bliss, DJ Haran, and more Mother. Read the Room, Jason Cash, Scorch Scorcher, Sean Paul, and May 28th, A Love Letter to You 5, Trippy Red. All right, okay, so now let's see what else we can get to here before I go on. Um um yes, all right, let's get to this one segment that I didn't get a chance to talk that I get a chance to do for a very long time, and you folks probably know or not about this segment right here that I am about to do. This is this is this is basically about Wu Tang and their clothing in their clothing line ventures, which I didn't even know about. So let's get into a little thing that I like to call black owned trendsetter shout outs. Let's make some noise for Wu Tang for creating a clothing line and of course doing what they do best. Of course, Wu Tang is coming to Fortnite, but not in the way fans might think. Um, while the legendary rap group won't serve as playable characters in the hit video game, players will be able to purchase Wu Tang merch in the game's item shop beginning on April 23rd, which was at 8 p.m. Eastern. Two different outfits will be available along the accessories like reactive backpacks featuring Wu Tang's signature hand emote. Fortnite has been in my household for years. Legendary Wu Tang member RZA said in a statement, "It's been a pleasure, enjoy watching the game evolve while becoming the go-to pastime. This collaboration is a multi-generational drip of swag and cool, if you say is true. Fortnite and Wu Tang could be Fort 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 Dangerous. Fort Dangerous. Fort Dangerous. Oh shit. That's a new one. Wu Tang's entry into Fortnite is the latest instance of musical artists making their way into the digital world. The game has previously housed in-game concerts from Ariana Grande and Travis Scott, and even featured a Coachella crossover. And that's an estimated 12.3 million Fortnite players turned in for Scott's astronomical concert, shattering the streaming record for the game. Prior to Scott, the record was held by EDM DJ Marshmello. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh shit. Oh man, who gave in an in-game concert to 10.7 million fans in February 2019. Scott used the Fortnite stage to debut his hits Sicko Mode, as well as his Kid Cudi collab, The Scots, with a lot of fans tuning in as a result of the slamdemic stay-at-home quarantine orders. Of course, you can check out the Wu-Tang merch that will be featured in the game below. Um, Also in Wu-Tang Clan news, speaking of clothing lines, they also have a website that you can check out too. Um, okay, their website is okay, as you can see on the website, um, they have hoodies, they have like albums that's on there. And of course, obviously, they featured the TV show, which is Wu Tang and American Saga. Um, and that's crazy that they put the Wu Tang X Cadillac, and of course the Wu Tang discography with all their work on there. Um, and and of course their dates. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Um, yeah, they have some dates though, which is nuts that New York is not included. Oh my gosh. So of course, um, obviously it's the event of the tour. Actually, I think it starts Saturday, June 25th, Summerfest 2022, um, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thursday, June 30th, Lake Town Shakedown 2022, Lake, what is it? Lake Cowichan, Canada. Saturday, July 2nd, PNE, Alpha, Alphi Theater, Vancouver, Canada. Saturday, July 30th, um, Mongrose Desert Festival 2022, Fraga, Spain. Um, Tuesday, August 30th, Hollywood Casino Alphi Theater, Maryland Heights, Missouri. September 1st of Thursday, Ruoff Music Center, Noblesville, um, Indiana, or is it Indianapolis? Not sure. Friday, September 2nd, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, Tinley Park, Illinois. Saturday, September 3rd, Pine Knob Music Theater, Clarkston, Missouri. Sunday, September 4th, Budweiser Stage, Toronto, Canada, where Drake is from. Wednesday, September 7th, Blossom Music Center, what is it? What is it? Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Thursday, September 8th, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Whoa, Freedom Mortgage. Oh shit. Oh shit. This is so fucking weird to me. Oh man. But anyway, Camden, New Jersey is where it's going to take place September 8th. Friday, September 9th, Xfinity Theater, Hartford, Connecticut. Saturday, September 10th, um, Xfinity Center, Mansfield, Massachusetts. Tuesday, September 13th, Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey. Wednesday, September 14th, Veterans United Home Loans FI Theater at Virginia Beach, Virginia. Friday, September 16th, Jiffy Lube Live, uh, Bristol, Virginia. Um, September Saturday, September 17th, Coastal Credit Union Music Park at Walnut Creek, Raylow, North Carolina. Sunday, September 18th, PNC Music Pavilion, Charlotte, North Carolina. Tuesday, September 20th, I think Financial FI Theater, West Palm Beach, Florida. Wednesday, September 21st, Mid Florida Credit Union FI Theater, Tampa, Florida. Thursday, September 22nd, Lakewood FI Theater, Atlanta, Georgia. Saturday, September 24th, Toyota Center, Houston, Texas. Sunday, September 25th, Germania Insurance Amphitheater, Austin, Texas. Monday, September 26th, Dos Ecos Pavilion, Dallas, Texas. Thursday, September 29th, AK Chin Pavilion, Phoenix, Arizona. Friday, September 30th, 5 Point Amphitheater, Irving, um, Irving, California. Saturday, October 1st, Oakland Arena, Oakland, California. Sunday, October 2nd, Toyota Amphitheater, um, Wheatland, Wheatland, California. um, oh shit. Um, Tuesday, October 4th, Hollywood Bowl, Los Angeles, California. Of course, you can go to their website, WuTangClanShop.com. Of course, where you can get your tickets and the clothes that they have. So there you go. All right. Um now we're gonna go into now we're gonna go into a little something something. Now hang on 1 minute. Now we're gonna go to the movie Man Cave Popcorn segment right here. Yes, according to Variety. And this is basically about the summer movie guide, the most anticipated titles from Jurassic World Dominion to Nope. All right, so here we go. Movies are back in a big way, and after two slandemic plague years, we're ready to celebrate their return. Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness kicked off um summer blockbuster season with record breaking season with record breaking numbers showing audiences are more than ready to return to theaters, especially for larger than life superhero spectacles from the likes of Marvel and DC. Obviously, Top Gun Maverick, Thor, Love and Thunder, and Jurassic World Dominion are likely to draw the most moviegoers this summer, but there's also plenty of choices for families like Lightyear and Minions: The Rise of Guru, which I was told that there's going to be a Buzz Lightyear movie, and I suppose Chris Pratt is going to take over the Buzz Lightyear role um over Tim Allen. So for those not tempted by superheroes or dinosaurs, counter programming plays include Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, and Where the Crawdads Sing, along with horror titles like Nope. I don't understand this movie. So, oh, one new wrinkle is that movie theaters are adding a surcharge for the biggest movies. So, filmgoers might pay a premium of $1 or $2 more for the hottest titles this summer. Think Top Gun Maverick and um or Jurassic World Dominion. If those prices induce sticker shock, there are plenty of significant titles premiering on Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO Max, and Disney Plus. So whether you feel like a night out of, out on the town or it's more of a couch potato kind of evening, there will be fresh cinema selections to look for to all summer long. Of course, obviously, Doctor Strange and the multiverse of madness came out already. I'll get to that after. Um, I'll get to it. So, Sam Raimi's horror-filled Doctor Strange sequel has already made a splash at the box office, landing landing the 11th domestic opening of all time, like Spider-Man No Way Home. Before it, the movie has several shocking cameos that Marvel fans will surely love, and it cracks open the MCU's multiverse to set the stage for future universe crossing movies. Rami's eye opening visuals and Danny Elfman's thunderous score are best experience on the big screen. And the movie will arrive on Disney Plus to stream at home in the coming months. Oh man, so Operation Mincemeat. Oh gosh. Um, Colin Firth and Lauren McFadden star in the World War II drama surrounding two British intelligence officers as they attempt to use a corpse rig with fake documents to trick the Nazis and divert Axis forces away from the future Allied assault in Sicily. The film, directed by John Madden, is is based on a true story and will have a limited release on May 6th in select theaters before a full release on Netflix on May 11th. Not the Nazis, man. This is what happens when you think of the fucking Nazis, man. Like they're viewed. Everybody knows that they are viewed as bad guys and stuff. So this is how I feel about that right there. Not something I want to see actually. So there it is. Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, man. So um most recent movie Firestarter came out on Friday the 13th, which I had to work on Friday the 13th. And no, I'm not jinxed on any bad luck, folks. So don't get it twisted. Oh man. Anyway, Stephen King's 1980s horror novel about a young girl with scary telekinetic powers get the remake treatment. The original adaptation in the 80s classic starred Drew Barrymore and George C. Scott. So I can't believe he's playing a dad star. Zach Efron has his work cut out for him. Luckily, director Keith Thomas helmed the very scary 2021 religious themed horror film, The Virgil. So he's sure to add a key spark to this modern retelling. You know what this movie reminds me of, folks? This movie reminds me of the fucking Carrie movie remake. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of that shit though, man. Like I feel like they copied off of Carrie, man. The rated R movie. They copied off of this shit, man. Like, like I'm not too sure if I'm gonna actually, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna review that or whatever, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. So Downtown Abbey, a new era, May 20th. 3 years after the first film, and 6 years after the hit TV drama ended its sixth season, awarding award-winning run. The British are coming back for Downtown Abbey, a new era. Half the Crawley clan heads to the south of France to investigate the Dowager Countess Maggie Smith, newest inheritance of Villa. The charming secret cements Mary as the family's new matriarch, um, which is Michelle Dockery, um, who stays behind to oversee a movie being shot in Downton. Men. Of course, comes out May 20th. Alex Garland has emerged as one of the strongest directors of science fiction thanks to Ex Machina and Annihilation, but he pivots towards more horror territory with his latest release, Men. Oscar nominee Jessie Buckley stars as a grieving woman who becomes haunted by a strange masculine presence while trying to find peace in a remote town. I got two words for this shit: toxic masculinity. For this damn movie right here, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, this is one strange. This is the strangest film that I ever even heard of. But anyway, man. Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah. Garland turns up the body horror and allegorical twist in what is surely to go down as one of the most polarizing movies of 2022. Oh my gosh. The people from Jackass is at it again. Jackass 4.5 May 20th. How about that? How about that? And I bet you they're gonna be busting their ass once again. So here we go. So consisting of unused footage from this year's hit Jackass Forever, Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, Chris Pontius, Dave England, Wee Man, and the whole gang are set to return for a stitched together feature length OD to injuring yourself creatively. Eric Andre, who appeared briefly in Forever, is slated to show up more in 4.5, which is headed directly to Netflix. Oh man. Hold on. Okay. Y'all probably remember this cartoon, right? Chippendales Rescue Rangers. That used to come out years ago. Now you're gonna see that it's going to be made into a movie, which is going to come out May 20th. Chippendales Rescue Rangers. How about that? Okay, Andy Samberg and John Mulaney bring the iconic chipmunks Chippendale to life in this Disney Plus movie that blends live action, cartoon animation, and CGI. Thanks to a CGI surgery in the movie. CGI work. Wait, CGI surgery. Wait. Hold on. CGI surgery? Okay, that's the first time I ever heard this. This is the first time I ever heard about this. So, um, 30 years after the original Real Life Rescue Rangers show ended, Chip and Dale find themselves trying to relieve their glory days, solve a disappearance, and rekindle their longtime friendship. This should be interesting, man. This should be interesting, actually. You know what I'm saying? And big talk about Top Gun Maverick, May 24th. Tom Cruise hops into the cockpit, literally, for the Top Gun sequel, which introduced Bradley Rooster, Bradshaw, Miles Teller, the son of Nick Goose Bradshaw. Oh my gosh. Anthony Edwards in the original movie, just like his Mission Impossible's franchise. Cruise performs nearly all of his stunts himself, nearly no adding to the intensity and authenticity of the jaw-dropping sequences. Okay. Emergency. May 27th. Sabrina Carpenter and RJ Seiler star in this satirical comedy about three college students who, when they find a woman unconscious in their apartment after a long night of partying, are forced to get the stranger to safety without drawing suspicion from the police, who they fear will suspect the trio of wrongdoing. The film will have a limited release in select theaters on May 20th before a full release on Prime Video on May 27th. Not really something I want to see. Now, I've been hearing about this Bob's Burgers movie. Hold on a minute. let's make some noise for this, man, because Bob's Burgers the TV cartoon is my favorite, and I'm actually gonna really consider, doing a review on it in a future episode of my other show, Meticulous Values Podcast. So let's make some noise for the Bob's Burgers movie coming out May 27th. Yes, the Belchers are heading to the big screen in this feature-length movie based on the popular burger flipping animated Fox series. Bob, Linda, Tina, Jean, and Louise Belcher have their summer plans ruined by a mysterious sinkhole that opens up in front of their restaurant and puts their family business in jeopardy. What in the actual fuck? Okay, you rarely hear stories about fast food parlors having a fucking sinkhole issue in front of the store. But in this movie, it's a little obvious. It's a little obvious, but you know, y- it's kind of like you're using your imagination on things. You know what I'm saying? So that's just basically what that is. So May 27th, the Bob's Burger movie is coming out. So make sure you go check out that movie, which is PG-13, just like the Simpsons movie that came out years ago, PG-13. So there you go. Okay, Crimes of the Future, June 3rd. It's been nearly 8 years since David Cronenberg's last feature film. The Los Angeles bar burner maps to the stars, and he seems to be thundering back with a vengeance. Ooh. And it couldn't come any sooner as the world seems even more um Cronenbergian by any day. Crimes of the Future bears the same name of one of the director's first features, returning the filmmaker to the body horror he's particularly, practically, rather, become synonymous with, starring regular collaborator Viggo Mortensen alongside Leah Sado and Kristen Stewart. Cronenberg should still have plenty to say about the doom of humanity's own revolution, or as he put it, I have unfinished business with the future. Ooh boy. Yeah, you know what that shit means. Yeah. Oh man, this is so fucking laughable, man. Um, hold on 1 second here. Oh yeah, 1 hour and 48 minutes. Okay, cool. Let's get through this, man. So Fire Island, next movie June 3rd, dubbed the gay version of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. Fire Island follows two best friends who embark on a vacation to the famous destination island where plenty of antics ensue, directed by Andrew N. Fire Island stars Joel Kim Booster, Bowen Yang, Conrad Rikamora, and Margaret Cho, who is in the TV show Good Trouble. Phantom of the Opera, June 3rd, the adaptation of the New York Broadway musical. The This golf dramedy from Walsh director Craig Roberts, previously seen starring in Richard A- Ayoade, Ayoade's 2011 film Submarine, follows the true story of shipyard worker Maurice Fitchcroft, who, having never played a round of golf in his life, entered the 1976 British Open and subsequently shot the worst opening round in Open history, becoming a folk hero in the process. The film, which stars Mark Rylance as Flick as Flickcroft and Sally Hawkins as his wife Jean, will be released in the United States on June 3rd. Hustle, June 8th. Adam Sandler's. It's been quite a while since we seen him in Uncut Gems, the rated R movie. Netflix tenure has been defined by dopey comedies like Murder Mystery and Sandy Wexler that rank as some of the worst efforts of his character. Fortunately, the comedian's streaming roster is about to get a shakeup with Hustle, directed by Jeremiah Zager, whose sensitive indie directorial debut, We the Animals, is about as far from your typical Sandler Netflix movie as you could expect. The film stars Sandler as a struggling NBA scout who gets a shot at redemption after discovering a young basketball phenom with a checkered past. Queen Latifah co-stars. And of course, Jurassic World Dominion, June 10th. For some reason, after almost 30 years, dinosaurs and humans still can't figure out a way to get along. Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and original stars Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Jeff Goldblum return to put a stop to the Dino Mayhem in the finale to the Jurassic World trilogy. Halftime, June 14th. This documentary from Jennifer Lopez is set to give an in depth and personal look at the life of the global superstar from her acting career to her musical stardom. Halftime will premiere June 14th exclusively on Netflix. Oh boy. A remake of Father of the Bride? Are you serious? Really? Really though? This 2022 remake of classic film Father of the Bride focuses on a Cuban American patriarch who panics when he finds out his daughter is getting married. Set to stream on HBO Max, the comedy drama stars Andy Garcia, Gloria Estefan, um, Adria Arjona, who was in the Morbius movie, Isabella Merced, and Diego Boneta and Chloe Feynman. Why are you messing with the fucking classic movies, man? Are you fucking serious? Oh shit. Official competition, June 17th. Penelope Cruz and Antonio Banderas star in this Spanish Argentine comedy as two egomaniacs are commissioned by a millionaire to make an art film together. This behind the scenes satire of movie making will premiere in select theaters on June 17th. Of course, the Buzz Lightyear, titled Lightyear, June 17th. If you thought you knew Buzz Lightyear's entire story from just the Toy Story franchise, think again. Chris Evans is here to deliver the origin story for the human astronaut who inspired the Buzz Lightyear toys that would eventually wind up in Andy's bedroom in the previous Pixar movies. Yes, so that's coming out June 17th. Lightyear, June 17th. So make sure you check that out. Cha Cha Real Smooth, June 17th. Cooper Rafe, the actor, writer, and director on Wonderkind behind Cult College Romance Shithouse has oh shit. Oh, this is fucking hilarious. has returned with an even more warm and fuzzy coming of age film. Slugger Jew falls into a job as a bar mitzvah party host and falls hard for a young mother, um, played by Dakota Johnson, who is trying to figure her life out. Although there is a great supporting cast newcomer Vanessa Bargart, Leslie Mann, and Brad Garrett are standouts. Of course, Brad Garrett was in Everybody Loves Raymond, and that one food commercial. Um, this two-hander coast of the chemistry between Rafe and Johnson, whose electricity could power a small town. Spiderhead, June 17th, from Joseph Kosinski, director of Top Gun, Maverick, and Oblivion, comes this psychological thriller starring Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor, and Miles Teller as two inmates who form a connection while grappling with their past in a state of the art penitentiary where convicts are offered the chance to volunteer as medical subjects in hopes of shortening their sentences. The film, which also stars Journey Smollett and BB Betancourt, is set to premiere on Netflix on June 17th. Oh shit. That has to be the scariest shit ever, man. Good luck to you, Leo Grande. Um, June 17th. Um, in this deftly executed perceptive comedy, Emma Thompson plays a widowed teacher who hires a sex worker played by Daryl McCormick. After they meet in a hotel, they slowly get to know one another as she rediscovers her sexuality while he masterfully performs the caring partner role he's paid to play. The Black Phone, June 24th. Ethan Hawke goes pure evil, playing a child kidnapper in the latest adaptation of a story by Stephen King's son, Joe Hill. Of course, obviously, Horns, AMC's Nas for A2, Doctor Strange, and Sinister director Scott Derrickson helms this return to horror, which focuses on the kidnapper's latest target, a young teen who can communicate with previous victims and tries to escape captivity. Delayed due to the slam damage, the Black Phone received strongly early reviews in 2021. Wow. Okay, why would you name a movie called Black Phone? Where's the fucking telephone? Where's the fucking telephone, man? I don't get it. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, that sounds like a pedophilia movie. I can't even watch that shit though, man. Oh man. Marcel the Shell with Shoes on June 24th. Jenny Slate voices the googly eye shell in the stop motion mockumentary. Mockumentary. Mockumentary based on her shorts with Dean Fleischer Camp that took the internet by storm in 2010 and spawned two children's books. The A24 animated movie, which finds Marcel and his grandmother Connie, played by Isabella Rossellini, as the subjects of a documentary, was a hit with critics following its um, Telluride Film Festival debut. obviously, okay, so someone told me about this Elvis movie, which I didn't even know they was gonna go through with this. So Elvis, June 24th. Austin Butler is the king of rock and roll and Bass Luhrmann's much anticipated biopic, focusing on the childhood and early career of the seminal rock icon. The musical takes a close look at his relationship with his manager Tom Parker, played by Tom Hanks. Mr. Malcolm, Mr. Malcolm's List, July 1st, directed by first time feature filmmaker Emma Holly Jones. This period romantic comedy based on Suzanne Elaine stars soap Derisu as Mr. Malcolm, a wealthy and elegant man looking for a bride who meets all the qualifications he has on his list. The film, which has been described as a mix between Bridgerton and and no, not Pride and Justice, but Pride and um Prejudice, will be released on July 1st and also stars Frida Pinto, Zawe Ashton, Theo James, and Ashley Park. The Forgiven, July 1st. Jessica Chastain, Ralph Fiennes, and Maximus star in this adaptation of Lawrence Osborne's acclaimed mystery novel about the effects of a random accident on the lives of the local Muslims and Western visitors who are staying at the luxurious desert villa for a weekend long party set in the high Atlas Mountains of Morocco. The film is set to be released on July 1st in theaters. Of course, obviously, hold on a second. There's so much more, man. You know what? Here, you know what? I'm going to stop right there. Hold on. One more. I'm gonna stop right there. I'll cover the rest next time. So, Millions, the rise of Gru. July 1st, sure to delight stoners and children alike. The Millions have returned after an absence lengthened by COVID. This second chapter of the saga is a prequel to the Despicable Me series and features the lovable little weirdos helping a teenage Gru, played by Steve Carell, to develop his inner villain. The colors are bright. The voice cast is stacked. Of course, Taraji P. Henson, Michelle Yeoh, Jean Claude Van Damme. And the physical comedy is joyful. There's no choice but to surrender to the minions. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. I am going to cover the rest of it in the next episode. I want to get to the Doctor Strange and how it became number one in the box office. So I'm gonna talk about that right now. Um okay. Um okay, um so Doctor Strange conquers no, excuse me, it conjures up biggest opening of 2022. The summer movie season is off to a blockbuster start thanks to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The superhero extravaganza grossed an estimated $185 million in ticket sales in its first weekend in US and Canadian theaters, the Walt Disney Code said Sunday. Okay, so hold on a second. Hold on a second. Uh Hold on a second here. All right, here we go. Not only did it more than double the opening of the first Doctor Strange, which opened to $85 million in 2016, it's also the biggest opener of the year, ahead of the Batman's $134 million, the second biggest of the Slandemic, behind Spider-Man No Way, no, Spider-Man Far From Home, $260.1 million and the sixth biggest of all time globally. Internationally, it's doing even better with an estimated $265 million since opening Wednesday. In total, Doctor Strange 2 has already made $450 million. Spider-Man is at least partially to thank for the massive debut. Benedict Cumberbatch, powerful sorcerer, appeared prominently in Spider-Man No Way Home, which has become the third biggest movie of all time since opening in December. Doctor Strange 2 picks up several months after the events of No Way Home and brings in Elizabeth Olsen's Wanda Maximoff, who became even more popular thanks to recent Disney Plus series WandaVision. Um, the film also has a gigantic footprint. It's playing in 4,534 theaters in the US and Canada alone, which, according to Disney, is the seventh widest, opening ever. Premium format screens, including IMAX and 3D, accounted for 36% of the overall box office. Summer blockbuster season is off to a roaring start with Doctor Strange, an excellent sign for the phenomenal slate ahead. Rich Gelfand, the CEO of IMAX, said in a statement. Um, Hollywood summer movie season um typically kicks off in early May and runs through the end of August. And aside from the last 2 years, regularly accounts for over $4 billion in ticket sales, or about 40% of the year's grosses. Sam Raimi stepped up to direct Doctor Strange and the in the Multiverse of Madness, which reportedly cost around $200 million to make, though that number doesn't account for the many more millions spent on marketing and promotion. Um, Over the weekend, the film has trended on social media for everything from its many cameos to a spirited debate over its PG-13 rating and whether or not the horror elements warranted something more restrictive. Um, this is a total win for the industry, for whom the last two summers almost didn't exist in terms of box office. Said, um, hold on, Paul um, Garabedian, the senior media analyst for ComScore. Marvel has been kicking off summers for over a decade. This is a return to normalcy. Well, I don't know about normalcy. I don't know about normalcy because the whole idea of normalcy, it just seems like it's a little bit of, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems so bullshit to me. The simple fact that we can't shake hands and hug one another and all the other shit for like over 2 years now, it's really starting to drain the shit out of everybody's social life, man. Like seriously, man. Anyway, there was little left for other movies playing in theaters. Part of that is due to the fact that many multiplexes chose to pack their theaters with wall-to-wall Doctor Strange screenings. Film critic Matt Singer tweeted a photo uh, Manhattan AMC offering 70 screenings on Thursday alone. Universal and DreamWorks Animation, The Bad Guys, fell to second place in its third weekend with an estimated $9.8 million, while Sonic the Hedgehog 2 from Paramount landed in third with $6.2 million. Fantastic Beasts, which I didn't really care about, The Secrets of Dumbledore, took fourth with 3.9 million, bringing its domestic total to $86 million. And in fifth place was another multiverse themed film, Everything All at Once. It had a slight dip in its seventh weekend, but is still speeding along with the an additional $3.3 million from 1,542 screens in its seventh weekend in theaters. um, the A24 film has grossed $41.6 million total. The success of Doctor Strange 2 only helps build momentum for the big summer movies on the way, like Top Gun Maverick, May 27th. Obviously, I just talked about that. We've got a real summer movie season on our hands, something we couldn't have imagined 2 years ago. Um, Dargara Bedian said, "It's been a long time coming. Estimated ticket sales for Friday through Sunday at U.S. and Canadian theaters. According to ComScore, final domestic figures will be released on Monday." And of course, Doctor Strange already said it may. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness already said $185 million. The Bad Guys $9.8 million. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I already saw, $6.2 million. Fantastic Beasts, The Secret of Dumbledore, $3.9 million. Everything All at Once, $3.3 million. The Northman, $2.8 million. The Lost City, $2.5 million. And The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent by Nicolas Cage, $1.5 million. Um. Okay. Let's take a look here. All right. What else can we talk about here? Oh, let's talk about The Price is Right for a second here. It was one of the places to go for New Yorkers right here. So I'm sorry. Um, give me a second here. Let's see. Let's take a look here at the okay, The Price is Right. I remember seeing it, but I forget. Uh okay, so obviously The Price is Right is celebrating its 50th anniversary. Especially it's been on TV for over I didn't know it was on TV for 50 years, man. 50 long, long, long ass years, huh? That's pretty extravagant. That's remarkable, folks. The longest game show alongside with Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud, and all the other shit. And I'm like, okay, that's a milestone right there, man. Let's make some noise for this shit right here, man. For The Price is Right and their 50th anniversary. Okay, according to AM New York, New York City, come on down. The Price is Right is bringing the last stop of its 50th anniversary. Come on down to Madison Square Park on May 18th. This last stop is part of a 50 stop tour celebrating network television's number one rated daytime series and the longest running game show in history by taking the show on the road. No pun intended for Americans to play. Of course, from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m., New Yorkers of all ages can play Plinko, spin the wheel, and compete for a locally themed showcase in the Showcase Showdown. Guests can also take part in interactive photo ops and also enter for a chance to win $50,000. Additionally, guests can win prizes benefiting local businesses H&H Bagels and Joe's Pizza. H&H Bagels also celebrates its 50th anniversary this year, and Joe's Pizza 75-year-old founder Joe Pazzoli has offered up the classic New York slice to Greenwich Village for 47 years and counting. Guests will have a chance to win gift cards to each restaurant. Of course, Madison Square Park is located at 5th Avenue and East 26th Street in Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan. All guests must show proof of COVID-19 vaccination, which is still going on. No purchase is necessary, and you can see the rules at cbs.com/price50. Okay. Um, yes, let's take a look and see. Okay, upcoming local events I'm gonna get to right now. I'm just gonna go through all of them actually. So let's just obviously so let me see. This is let's start with let's start with Tuesday. Yeah, let's start with Tuesday, May 17th, right? So we got the horticultural team volunteers. Um gonna get into that right here. So obviously, so the description goes like this, according to qns.com/event um horticultural team volunteers. So open to individuals. Join the horticulture team in keeping the island beautiful. Opportunities to help with the day-to-day operations can include weeding, planting, trail maintenance, propagating plants, and similar garden tasks. Volunteers of all backgrounds and experience are welcome to join us. Staff will provide volunteers with task overviews and tools. Advanced registration required through website interest form. Of course, the location is Randall's Island, 10 Central Road, New York, New York, 10035. And you can check out their website, randallsisland.org/things to see, do/volunteer individual volunteer form. Okay, so there you go right there. Um Also up next is yoga in the park. Yes. If you're looking for something to do like to exercise and stuff, meditation, this one's for you. This one's for you and everybody in New York that needs this to relieve themselves from stress. This is for you. So, the description goes like this for yoga in the park. So stretch, breathe, and find your inner peace at our outdoor yoga classes. Free. Free 99. How about that, man? No money registered. So no registration required. Bring your own mat and water. Of course, location by the water behind ICANN Stadium. So ICANN Stadium at Randall's Island, which is located at 20 Randall's Island Park, New York, New York 10035. And the website is randallsisland.org/events/yoga in the park 9/all. Okay. Okay. All right. So May 18th, Community Job Fair. Sounds fun. Um, yes, Community Job Fair, which is the Queens Community House. Um, whether looking to land a new job or switch careers, job seekers will have to opt employers from the airport industry, hospitality, health providers, and more. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. More what? And more. Yeah, more companies being represented. This is an in-person job fair held at Pomo- Pomonac Community Center in Flushing, Queens, New York. It's a free event. You can register right here, and this is through their website. This is what is it? HTTPS double dots double slash queenschamber.glueup.com/event community job Fair in QCH Pomona Community Center dash 53443 slash. Okay. And this is from 4 to 8 p.m. Yoga in the park is 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And the horticultural team volunteers is from 9:30 a.m. to noon, which is outdoors. And of course, Thursday, obviously, I didn't know there was a carnival in Valley Stream, Long Island, of course, Strong Island. Valley Stream Carnival. So there's something for everyone at this family fun event, from thrilling rides and games for all ages to tasty fair food for every appetite. Carnival admission is free. Unlimited ride wristbands for riders 36 inches and taller are available on the site while supplies last for $35 on Thursday, May 19th, and are only valid that day. Ride tickets valid every day are available at the carnival for $1.50 each. 30 $30 to 20 tickets, or $60 for 50 tickets plus one free ride. Take 2 or more tickets each. Visit Valley Stream Carnival for coupon savings, $5 off wristbands, 5 off a 50 ticket Super Saver Family Pack, and $2 off a $10 food purchase. Midway hours are from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Thursday, 5 to 11, obviously. Friday noon to 11 p.m. Saturday noon to 10 p.m. Sunday. For those of you who may not know what noon is, it's basically 12 o'clock p.m. Parent guardian supervision is required for for ages 17 and younger. Please check the website for updates before attending the event. And for more information, you can call 866-666-3247 or Valley Stream Carnival. Location is Arthur J. Hendrickson Park and Pool 123 W Merrick Road, Valley Stream, New York 11580. And you can go to their website, which is dreamlandamusements.com/upcoming events, amusement carnival, and Valley Stream Carnival. And their phone number is 866-666-3247. All right. Okay, so I'm going to hang on a second here. Hang on a second. I was going to do some of it, but I'm going to actually hold that off for the next episode. I'll hold that off for the next episode. So I'm not going to do all of it today. Already past 2:23. So anyway, folks, I think that's going to do it for episode 147. And once again, I do apologize for not recording yesterday. I was very exhausted from a long day of work yesterday. My legs was burning up from doing all this walking. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. And I actually hung in there. I had some water, had some Gatorade, all that other good shit though, man. And I managed to actually get some water in the fridge in the break room anyway. So it's all fucking good in the hood. All right. Now, if you like what you heard in today's episode, 147 Extra Crispy, dedicated to Mike Tyson, and along with other episodes whatsoever, please feel free to make a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is $G Money Stacks 555. That's $ capital G, lowercase MONEY, capital S, lowercase TACKZ 555. Once again, it's not about breaking the bank. It's all about doing the best you can on whatever amount of money you are comfortable with will be appreciated. Don't worry about stressing yourself out on having a lot of money. You don't have to worry about that. So, anyway, I am going to go to another section. I'm not gonna have time for the other segment, so I'll probably do that in a future episode. So we'll see what happens. I am going to go to the very last thing that I want to do, which is called. Hang on a second. Let me get the sound effect queued up for stream choices on the go. Make sure you follow Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with my other shows. Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, the Sports Edition Show, and Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast Review Show. And alongside with myself, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. And of course, obviously this is like a big win for me actually. Because this podcast right here, I did make the announcement and the posting on episode 145 about this show reached 2K plays, man. I gotta make some noise for that shit too, man. 2K plays, man. And of course, a round of applause. And by the way, don't forget to turn on your notifications on Instagram so you can know some updates and when the episodes are going to be dropping and all the other stuff. So hopefully after this episode's get uploaded, hopefully it'll be available tomorrow. So we'll see what happens though. So there you go right there. And of course, you can leave a voice message, and in terms of any topic ideas, any topic ideas, and if you'd like to be a guest co-host and stuff like that. Of course, you can DM me at GMoneyStacks555 in Queens, New York. And of course, if I didn't forget, you can also email the show right here, Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast at gmail.com. Right here. So you can write this down on a piece of paper. Of course, you can even go to the Instagram podcast page where you see the word contacts. You click on there, you're gonna see the email address right there. You don't have to worry about typing anything. It's all there. You can type in your email address on there. So you can actually, let me know if you want to be a guest or a guest co-host to chime in on some topics. Maybe have a conversation. It's not really interview based, but you know what I'm saying? Trying to make things a little fun. I'm really trying here, man. But it's a process though, man. It's not gonna happen overnight, folks. So don't get it twisted. So anyway, man. If you go to the link in bio on both of the pages, my page and Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast show podcast page, you can see the link that says Linktree / G Money Stacks right there. So hold on a second. I do see somebody who commented here. Let me take a look here. Obviously, I didn't see that coming, so let me take a look here. This is okay. All right. Kareem really hating right now because he don't have a great podcast like this. Oh wow. Wow. Are you fucking serious? You can't be fucking serious, man. Do do I smell jealousy in the air? Do I smell jealousy in the air? Come on. Do I smell jealousy in the air? Why are you jealous, man? Yeah, I'm not even gonna really entertain that, man. But here we go. I can't believe someone's ass is so fucking butthurt, man. Oh shit. This shit is so fucking laughable, folks. Anyways, onto the streaming platforms where you can listen to the episodes of the New York podcast right here. So we are on Anchor, Audacity, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Cashbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and Google Podcasts. Don't forget to leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser, Podfriend, and Spotify. 5 stars will be appreciated. And you can listen to Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast on Radio Public and of course iHeartRadio on the link in bio, which is the #1 app for music, radio, and podcasts, alongside with my other shows, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, review show. Of course, make sure you follow the Sports Edition show, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast Review Show, and this show right here, #1, Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast, is already re- reaching success already. So I clearly made it for sure, folks. So, and of course, last but not least, the YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button and tap that noti bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics that was discussed. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Share the videos, share the episodes, download these episodes. Of course, tell a friend to another friend. And of course, make sure you are able to share the podcast along with the episodes and along with the link that says linktree/GMoneyStacks555 with your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends, even the people from work that you're cool with. Not the knucklehead ones who are assholes, by the way. Not the ones who give you a hard time, folks. I'm just saying. So yeah, there you go, right there. So, listen, I want to clarify something actually before I get up out of here, man. Look, I'm I have addressed this multiple times in terms of whatever, in terms of the whole being under a network, the podcast network or whatever case scenario may be. That you know, look, yes, I am under Anchor, but when I did the research, it it did say that the people in Anchor do not own people's shows. And I'm actually glad that I am on Anchor because um number one, it really basically basically put me in the safe side for a bit though, man. Because not a lot of podcast hosting sites is actually doing that shit though, man. And by the way, for the record, Anchor.fm podcast is not a podcast network. It is a phone app slash hosting site that I use. Okay. And and listen, I am not under Spotify, all right? I don't have a contract with Spotify, okay? I really don't. And you know how I feel about you know how I feel about this. You know how I feel about ownership. You know how I feel about creative control. You know how I feel about how about talent being kept. And of course, you know the rest, man. So I just wanted to clear this shit up because there's no way that a show like mine is going to get canceled because it's not made for mainstream TV. Okay? It's not made for mainstream TV. It's an unfiltered podcast show. The unfiltered comedy entertainment show, which involves entertainment news, music news, of course, various topics in real life, which includes mass transit and, of course, mental health, which I like to cover because I added mental health, like I said before, that is basically important to me that I actually, make sure I reach out to not just talk about myself and my mental health, but to you out there that's also struggling, that's also in a major all-time struggle with the mental health, whether it's cerebral palsy, like we talked about today, whether it's high functioning depression, whether it's all the other topics that we talked about in this mental health check-in month. You know what I'm saying? So, I figured it's my important duty to actually, and I try to make an impression on somebody who's also a podcaster, myself, um, who's also a podcaster, you know what I'm saying? Um, I want y'all to check out Struggleberry Crunch on Spotify and all the other streaming platforms whatsoever. Um, and I say that because it was one of the episodes where the host Terriana was talking about self sabotage, and I thought it was interesting because I was kind of moved because it kind of reminds me of the fact that after 2 years of the slandemic that started, I lost confidence on how to approach women. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their headphones on and all that other shit whatsoever. But the way I approach women is basically, it just comes naturally. It's all about confidence, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I try not to use corny pickup lines and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't work for every woman. Remember that. And I'm just saying here, because I'm not a player, but I do crush them down like the bags of chips and shit, man. Step by step, like a Pythagorean theorem, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, you can't copy me, man. You can't copy my swag on how to approach women, man. I don't have a pimptionary or a chicktionary to do all this. I don't need it because this all me. It's all about being yourself, son. It's all about being yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need a play-by-play book to do all that, man. You don't need it. And I'm just saying, man, you don't necessarily need that shit, man. And I gotta make some noise for myself, man, for actually taking the time to actually give a little advice, you know what I'm saying, on how to approach women. So there it goes. Yes, thank you very much to everybody and to those who tuned in all over the world, including the USA, Canada, not to mention Long Island, aka Strong Island, and the five boroughs of New York. New York City, all you New York City natives, New York natives, man, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate every single one of you who actually helped me get to 2K plays. And this one goes to you out there, man. Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. Don't rush the process. And of course, make sure you listen, stream, watch, download these episodes. If you miss any of the episodes that's been posted, whatsoever, the latest episodes, the previous episodes, whatsoever, don't worry. Everything's all on there, just like everything's all on YouTube on this channel right here, G Money Stacks 555, where you can see all the Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast episodes on there. So there you go, right there, man. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you very much for tuning in and rocking with me. I'm off this shit. Hopefully this will be out tomorrow. Um and I'll catch y'all in the next episode, and I will be back to cover more stuff to do in New York in the next episode. I had to stop at certain things, so I didn't want to go through all of it. So there you go right there. Peace and one love, and have yourselves a good night, folks, and enjoy the rest of your week.